There is nothing like March Madness, and there is nothing like basketball in Conference Carolinas. Conference Carolinas basketball is second to none, and this year, the road to March Madness for Conference Carolinas basketball goes through Spartanburg, with the 2020 Basketball Championships scheduled for March 7th and 8th at the first-class Jerry Richardson Indoor Stadium. Visit ConferenceCarolinas.com to learn more. See you in Spartanburg.
Welcome to Historic Tysinger and this afternoon's contest between the Saints and the Warriors. So the Saints come in with a 3-20 overall record, 2-13 in conference play. They start with number 4 Lockhart, number 5 Willis, number 21 Diaz, number 24 Gallert, and 32 Prandy. The Warriors 12-9 overall, 8-5 in the conference, 0 Dunlap, 2 Holmes, 4 Smith, 10 Ross, and 23 Harvin, the starters. Limestone will be in blue with yellow numbers. The Warriors are going to be in silver with the blue numbers. We're about ready to kick it off here at Historic Tysinger, right here on the campus of Southern Wesleyan. And Limestone wins the tip. And here we go in this Conference Carolinas matchup. Willis now off the screen into the corner. Skip pass across to Diaz. They lose control, and Ross able to pick up the loose ball there for the Warriors. Ross now off the bounce, left side to Holmes, inside to Smith. 4-2 for the Warriors. Man-to-man defense for Southern Wesleyan as Prandy puts it on the deck to Gallert. Now to Diaz. Diaz now pops it inside to Lockhart. Lockhart double teamed in the low block. He's able to get it outside to Gallert. Puts it on the deck for Prandy. Prandy up into the air and in. 4-2 is Limestone. Man-to-man defense by the Saints, and a poor pass there by Holmes and the Warriors leads to a turnover. The Limestone ball. 2-2 here early on, and this Conference Carolina matchup. Man-to-man defense by the Warriors. High pick and roll there with Prandy. Inside is number 4 Lockhart. Gets the bucket off the glass and good for 2. Harvin goes inside to Smith. Smith turns and picks up the foul. Looks like the foul is against number 32, Chance Prandy, the junior out of Warrenville, South Carolina. That'll send number 4, Solomon Smith, the big 6'6 junior out of Greensboro, North Carolina, to the line to shoot 2. First one rattles off the side. Smith steps in for number 2. Off the back rim, no good. Defensive board there by the Saints. Prandy now brings it across the timeline. High double screen. He shoots the extended 15-footer, and it's good for 2. Harvin off the bounce. Looks inside to Smith. Nothing there. Backdoor cut by Ross. Dunlap to the rim. Floater no good. And it's a late whistle. And a foul. And it looks like Prandy might pick up number 2 here. Team's second. Early in this first half. 6-2 lead for the Saints, and Dunlap and the Warriors to the line to shoot 2. Freshman point guard bounces it around and in. So Prandy will head to the sideline with 2 quick fouls. Barnhill in for the Saints. Second one's good there. for the Warriors. Full court pressure and a foul call. Looks like it might be against TJ Harvin, his first, team first. Man-to-man pressure by the Warriors, and Limestone throws it away. So Warrior basketball now right underneath their own hoop. Into Smith, handoff to Ross. Ross to Dunlap at the top of the key. Right into Smith. Looked like basket interference as Smith battles forward inside. And the Saints are going to come away with it. Willis into the corner now for Lockhart. High now to Barnhill. Barnhill keeps his bounce, goes to the right side to Diaz. Diaz turns, has to give it up. Lockhart with the shot, no good. Here come the Warriors now in transition. Dunlap bumped off the ball there to Smith now. Holmes kicks it left side to Harvin for three. That ball is tipped in the air. The Saints come up with a loose ball rebound. Pushed offensively by Willis into the corner for Barnhill for the three, no good. And a foul call against the Warriors. Keep the ball here for the Saints. It's going to be against number 4, Solomon Smith, as the Warriors are going to bring in 3 fresh bodies. Davis, Lowry, and Farrell in for the Warriors. Five out, nobody in for Limestone. As Diaz fires the three far side, Farrell with the defensive board. Here comes Ross off the pick. Top side for Farrell. Now dumped into the low block. Farrell surveys, puts it on the deck. Skips it to Ross for the three ball. Rims out, no good. And that should be off Limestone. It'll be Southern Wesleyan ball with 16-16 left here. First half action with the Saints leading by 2. Lowry to Ross, inside to Farrell. Short corner extended, far side to Lowry for the three ball. It's good. (7-6) early here, first half action against the Saints. High pick and roll as Farrell jumps the pick. And we're going to head into a media timeout with your Warriors leading 7-6. Here in first half action, you're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
When we travel, we expect to be uncomfortable. We long for the security and the comfort of home. But here at Best Western, we focus on providing you with the most ample accommodations imaginable. We want to be your home away from home. Your security and comfort when the road is long. We want to gather and build friendships and families, strengthen community and sustain athleticism. Here, we celebrate fun, hard work, and enjoy the wonderful world around us. Here, we want your downtime to be just as amazing as your game time. And finally, when it's time to leave, we hope you'll want to stay.
Out of the media timeout, it's Saints basketball underneath their own hoop. 4 out, 1 in for the Saints as they try to dump it inside. It's far side now to Barnhill, puts it on the deck. He goes to number 5, Willis. Willis now surveys, turns down the 3, puts it on the deck, goes baseline, skips it this side to Diaz. Diaz at the shot clock, no good. Rebound, though, by the Saints, number 5, Willis, and he puts it down for 2. Dunlap forces one up and draws the foul. He'll head to the foul line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go against Barnhill, the freshman out of Greenville, North Carolina, picks up his first, team 3rd. First one's good. Second one's good as well. So the Saints now 4 out, 1 in as they try to run a screen on the baseline for Willis. Willis now dumps it into the post, and that's going to be Hunter Davis picking up the foul with the reach in and the low left block. That'll be his first, team 3rd, here with 15:02 left in the first half action. Diaz now puts it on the deck, double teamed by the Warriors. Dunlap now one-on-one with Willis. Willis still with the bounce. And I believe we get a 5-second call as Dunlap was able to stand Willis up. 9-8 in favor of the Warriors here early on. 2-2-1 pressure coming soft from the Saints. Ross, far side, now to Davis, to Farrell. 5 out, nobody in for the Warriors. Lowry with 16 on the shot clock, goes far side to Dunlap. Dunlap to Lowry, inside to Ross, into Farrell. Farrell with the right hand, too strong. And here come the Saints. Willis off the high screen and roll. Comes this side to Barnhill, into the low block. That's number 15, Valdez. Valdez tries to hook him and gets called for the foul by the far side official. He'll pick up his first, and that'll give possession to the Warriors. Team 4th for the Saints as Prandy takes a chance and comes back in with 2 fouls. Big 6'6", junior guard, re-enters after he picked up 2 quick fouls in this first half. A matchup 2-3 zone as Ross floats. Dunlap 3-ball our side. It's short, no good. Here come the Saints now with Prandy far side in front of the Warriors bench. He hesitates, gives it up to Barnhill. Barnhill misses the 3. Dunlap puts it on the deck. He's a 3-on-1. Ross off the glass and good for 2. Prandy off the double screen, actually loses the ball, but it goes straight to Barnhill. Barnhill drags his foot, gets away with it. Prandy now puts it on the deck. Floater from 10 feet short. Offensive rebound there by number 15, Valdez, and he's going to pick up the foul. And it looks like it's going to go against number 35 for the Warriors. Ternard Farrell will pick up his first. Team 4th. First one's good for Valdez. Second one's off the back rim. Limestone able to come up with it. Warriors scatter to try to get to their men. Man to man, the Warriors are in. Prandy far side now surveys. puts it on the deck with the left hand, goes into the middle of the lane. That shot short, and Davis knocks it out of play. It's off the Warriors. That gives a new 20 to the Saints. Inbound to Prandy and the Saints. 17 on the shot clock. He puts it on the deck again, loses it, bounces it off his foot right into Hunter Davis's hands. Here comes Lowry and the Warriors now. We go far side to Harvin. Inside to Smith, to Davis on the baseline, up and under, and good. Good baseline cut there by Davis, and Smith delivers the assist, and Davis cashes in for two. It's in the low block for Lockhart. Fall away jumper, no good. Smith with the defensive board. Here comes Harvin and the Warriors in transition. Harvin with the left hand behind the back, now into the corner for Jalen Lowry, and that one's blocked into the stands by number 4, Eli Lockhart. It'll be Warrior basketball on their end with 21 on the shot clock. Far side to Smith, to Harvin now. Harvin goes to Davis. Back to Harvin, 12 on the shot clock as Smith comes back out to Harvin and puts it on the deck. He goes short corner to Solomon Smith. Throws it up, no good. And number 24, Gaylor with the defensive board. Here comes Willis now, forces the action into Lockhart. He goes off the glass and good for two. Harvin behind the back here, top of the key. Looks like a 1-3-1 now as Prandy goes for the steal. Lowry steps through, and he's going to get called for the travel. And that's going to give us the under 12 media timeout with your Warriors leading 13-11. You're listening to Warrior basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
There is nothing like March Madness, and there is nothing like basketball in Conference Carolinas. Conference Carolinas basketball is second to none, and this year, the road to March Madness for Conference Carolinas basketball goes through Spartanburg, with the 2020 Basketball Championships scheduled for March 7th and 8th at the first-class Jerry Richardson Indoor Stadium. Visit ConferenceCarolinas.com to learn more. See you in Spartanburg.
Back to historic Tysinger, where the Warriors lead the Saints 13-11. Just under 11:30 left here, first half action. So both teams getting it on the floor here. It'll be Limestone basketball when we resume. The Warriors will go full court man-to-man pressure here out of the media timeout. Barnhill will go far side to Willis. Willis put it on the deck, bring it across the timeline. Prandy just in front of the Warriors bench. A dive by number 4, Eli Lockhart, and he gets the bucket off the glass and good for two. So we're tied up at 13 here in historic Tysinger. Smith now all the way to the corner to Cameron Holmes. That one's long on the three ball. Number 24, Ben Gaylor, able to come up with it. Force of the action by the Saints. And a foul called. That'll go the Saints' way. And it's going to send number 5, Jadon Willis, the sophomore out of Baltimore, Maryland. He'll step into the free throw line to shoot two, with the score tied 13-13 here. First one's up and good for the sophomore. Prandy out with the 2 fouls. Diaz back in. Lowry and Smith out for the Warriors. Willis misses that second one, and now the Warriors have possession down 1. Holmes puts it on the deck. Ross attacks. A no call there on that possession. Stays Warrior basketball. Inbound, far side. On the deck to Dunlap. Ross. All the way back to Harvin into the corner for Holmes. Holmes looks inside to Ross, and Ross is able to bounce it home for 2. Diaz now looks for the screen, gets one, bounces it high now. Brings it back into the short corner with Lockhart. Lockhart skips it all the way across. Willis fires a 3, no good. Here comes Ross and the Warriors now in transition. Ross brings it to his left hand, crosses it over. We look for Harvin, back to Ross. 20 on the shot clock, far corner with Harvin. Skip pass to Ross. Ross looks at it, puts it on the deck, shoots one up. Smith able to grab the rebound and get the 2 off the glass for the Warriors, who now lead 17-14. Barnhill hands it off to Willis. Willis now puts it on the deck, goes into the key area. Far side is Diaz. Diaz manned up there by Dunlap. Into the corner, that's number 24, that's Gaylord. Gaylord fires the 3, and that 3 ball is good and ties the score at 17. Ross now far side, kicks it to Holmes. Holmes comes to Dunlap all the way to Harvin, and our side of the corner rims off, and defensive rebound by Jadon Willis. Willis and the Saints now bring it quickly. Inside to Gaylord. Gaylord now looking around, looks to spin inside, does, off the glass and good for 2. And the Saints take the lead by 2 at the 8:40 mark. Ross turns down the 3, puts it on the deck, floater no good. Stolen away there by Diaz. And number 5 now, Willis pushes the ball hard. Euro steps off the glass, no good. But number 4 is there to put it away for 2 for the Saints. That's Eli Lockhart with the slam. And Holmes called for the travel, and right now the Saints defense has got the Warriors a little discombobulated. And the Warriors will go to a rotation subs here at the 8:16 mark. Limestone leads 21-17 right here in historic Tysinger. Far side to Willis. Willis fires the 3, and it's good. You got to imagine Coach Pass was trying to get through for a timeout, and he's going to get one there with the 7:53. That'll also give us the under 8. So that'll send us into a timeout as well. With the Warriors trailing the Saints 24-17, you're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
So the under 8 media with Limestone leading 24-17 here in historic Tysinger. Warrior basketball out of the timeout, goes inside to Farrell. Farrell dribbles twice, gives it to Davis, high post. Dunlap puts it on the deck. Can't find anybody with 6 on the shot clock. Harvin. Dunlap throws one up. And the Warriors get lucky. That actually hit rim. Harvin now. Back rim on the 3 ball, and Dunlap able to come up with a defensive board. So the Warriors with an extra possession here, having a hard time against this matchup 2-3 zone of the Saints. Dunlap gets that one touched. Davis is there to put it back, but can't put it down. And here come the Saints in transition. Diaz high. Willis far side now. Into the corner with Spriggins. Spriggins with the 3 ball. He knocks it down in that far corner. 10-point lead for the Saints right here in historic Tysinger. Warriors lost a close one up in Gaffney the first time these two teams played, 83-80. Harvin turns, Lowry puts it on the deck. 7 on the shot clock, Farrell. To Lowry off the screen. Lowry 15-footer, back rim no good. Defensive rebound there by number 15, Valdez. Willis now far side, puts it on the deck. Willis still has it, goes into the corner for Diaz. Diaz with the 3 ball, good. And the Saints extend their lead. Dunlap attacks the seam. Runner, good for 2. Here comes Willis, pushes it hard in transition, and it's going to be called out of bounds off the Saints. Turnover gives the ball back to the Warriors. So a delay of game called against the Saints, and looks like number 5, Jadon Willis, called for that delay of game warning. 30-19, the Warriors have almost got to be a little bit more aggressive against this zone. Almost too passive. Now they switch it up and go to a 1-3-1, extend it out to half court. 30-19 in favor of the Saints. The Warriors trying to attack seams, but only getting about halfway into the seam. Dunlap attacks that one and throws it into the wall, and it's going to be Saint basketball with 5:18 left here in the first half. Warriors will stay in their man-to-man right now. Prandy back in with the 2 fouls. Done a good job of staying out of foul trouble. Turns it over, though, and here comes Dunlap in transition. And Prandy should have gotten called for the reach-in, and luckily for him, doesn't pick up his 3rd. Dunlap able to finish it at the rim for the Warriors. Prandy far side. Willis now with Harvin on him. Farrell gets called for the bump and the foul. That'll be the Warriors' 6. So the Saints will get it on the sideline. 20 on the shot clock. Spriggins now to Prandy. Prandy gets bumped there pretty hard. No call here to Willis now. 8 on the shot clock. Spriggins called for the travel. And it's going to be Warrior basketball. 4:29 first half. Warrior basketball down 9 here in historic Tysinger on the campus of Southern Wesleyan. Harvin now keeps it with the bounce. Dunlap shoots a deep 3. Short rims it, bounces out, and Eli Lockhart there for the defensive board. Willis comes down, fires up a three, and that is short. And the Warriors able to come up with it. Here comes Dunlap, 3-on-4. He pulls it back out, skip past to Lowry. Lowry turns down the three, bounce pass into Farrell in the baseline. Back up to Lowry, who knocks down the three for the Warriors. 6-point lead now for the Saints. There is up as many as 13 here in the first half. Barnhill now to Prandy. And a moving screen called on the baseline. That gives the foul to the Saints. And that gets us to the under 4 timeout. With Limestone leading 30-24. You're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
Out of the under 4 media timeout. Your Warriors continue to trail the Saints 30-24. 3:38 left here. First half action. It's going to be Warrior basketball out of the timeout. Man-to-man defense now by the Saints. High pick and roll with Dunlap. Dunlap gives it up to Davis, far side to Lowry. Lowry puts it on the deck baseline, skips it to Dunlap, and that one's actually looked like it was going to go off of Dunlap as the ball got tipped away, but it stays here with the Warriors. 14 on the shot clock. Dunlap now with the ball top of the key. Lowry. Short corner to Farrell. Farrell to Davis, right into the post. He turns, pivots, off the glass, and good for 2. So the Warriors now down 4 after trailing by 13 here in the first half. Willis gets away with a walk. Barnhill now bounces it, brings it high, and Lowry gets away with a reach-in. Barnhill still off the bounce, 10 on the shot clock. Willis far side tries to dribble penetrate, and there's going to be a foul call. Looks like it's going to go against T.J. Harvin. And it does. That's going to send the Saints to the line to shoot 101 at the 2:42 mark here, first half. That's the second against T.J. Harvin here in this game. Willis fires the first one up and good. Second one for Willis is good as well. And it's Warrior basketball here with 2:40 left first half, down 6. Man-to-man pressure still from the Saints. And a foul called against Barnhill. It'll be the team's 6. Barnhill's second. Farrell to Davis. Here comes Harvin, slip through. Lowry with a 3 ball right side, and he gets fouled. Misses the shot, but he'll head to the foul line. He's going to shoot three. Good setup there as everybody looked inside as Harvin looked like he was open. Lowry splits the double screen in the middle, emerges and gets a nice look at it and gets fouled. Now goes to the foul line and misses the first. Lowry, the junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina, able to knock down the second. He's got the third here. See if he can get it back to a 4-point game. And he does. So 32-28, 3:23 left first half. Farrell out. Smith in for the Warriors. Man-to-man full court pressure by Southern Wesleyan. Barnhill with the bounce. Brings it across the timeline. High to Diaz, now back to Barnhill. Barnhill off the bounce as he hesitates. He goes to the corner with Willis, and Willis is called for stepping on the sideline, and that turns it over. Warrior basketball now under 2 minutes. Watch for a double screen here. Ross should be stepping up as Smith catches it in the low block, and they're going to count that one. 2 and the foul will send Solomon Smith to the line as he pinned the smaller man into the low block and gets it to go for 2. Smith now steps in to try to get the old-fashioned three-point play. He rattles it home. And the Warriors down 1 after a miserable first half start. Trailing by 13 at one time to the visiting Saints. 1:30 now left first half. It goes inside, but knocked away by Solomon Smith, and the Warriors now in transition. Here comes Lowry across the timeline. High 1-4 set. Lowry bumps, gets to the rim, no good. And Gaylord able to get the defensive board. 1:10 now as Limestone brings it across the timeline. Willis and Lockhart. Willis steps back into that three, no good. Here comes Dunlap and the Warriors now under a minute left first half. Warriors down 1. Davis skips it to Lowry. Lowry turns it down, didn't catch it clean. Lowry off the bounce of the left hand, goes to Smith, far side now to Ross. Ross looked at the three, now surveys. Hesitation. He goes to Smith, 10 on the shot clock. Lowry kicks it right side to Dunlap, who didn't catch it clean. Dunlap spins into the corner, off the glass, rims out, no good. Dunlap again, good. And the Warriors take the lead late here in the first half. And with 16 seconds, the Saints take their timeout to waste. They'll have it when we come back. The Warriors lead 33-32. You're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend. One who believes the recipe for good times calls for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal. Knows just how you like your tea, always has a refill ready, and welcomes every guest with their favorite food made to order. The kind of friend who is always up for trying something new, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together.
Out of the timeout called by the Saints. The Saints will have the ball right at midcourt. Actually, they'll slide it down to the side there, right next to the Warriors bench. 16, no shot clock. 16 seconds left. Warriors lead by 1. Prandy now with it. Prandy's done a nice job of not picking up his third. Picked up 2 in the first 2 minutes. Prandy able to get out of the double team. Fires a 3. No good. Ross now at the buzzer. No good. And the Warriors head into halftime, leading the Saints 33-32 after trailing by 13 here in the first half. We're going to head to halftime as well. You've been listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
When we travel, we expect to be uncomfortable. We long for the security and the comfort of home. But here at Best Western, we focus on providing you with the most ample accommodations imaginable. We want to be your home away from home. Your security and comfort when the road is long. We want to gather and build friendships and families, strengthen community, and sustain athleticism. Here, we celebrate fun, hard work, and enjoy the wonderful world around us. Here, we want your downtime to be just as amazing as your game time. And finally, when it's time to leave, we hope you'll want to stay.
The NCCA mission states, "We are an association of Christ-centered collegiate institutions whose mission is to use athletic competition as an integral component of education, evangelism, and encouragement." The impact of the NCCAA has been felt for 50 years throughout the country and around the world. Encouraging mission trips is at the heart of this impact. We know short-term missions impacts everyone involved and changes the trajectory of lives. Sometimes it can affect the missionary as much or more than those being served. Our Sports Ministry Fund has supported more than 5,000 individuals via domestic and international missions. We exist not only to crown national champions, but to share the love of Christ wherever it is needed.
Wake up and focus. I wonder if you ever considered that you only have one life to live. I wonder if you have the courage to be exactly who you were called to be. I wonder if you understand that you can do anything if only you believe it. I wonder if anyone told you that you can be a leader, a trendsetter, the innovator of that brand new whatever that's not here yet, but that's only because you didn't introduce it yet. I wonder if you realize that your life's purpose is bigger than you and that it's ready to be awakened and make its mark in history. Are you awake yet? But what if there's a place for you? A place where you can dream higher, dream bigger, where your dreams and your future collide with God's vision and direction, where thinking and doing go hand in hand with innovation, where professors are more like mentors and guides, where generosity is contagious, and if you catch it, you might just change the world, y'all. There is a place where real faith-filled community allows you to know and be fully known, where faith is filled to the brim, so full it can wash away your doubts, where servant leaders of the next generation are grown, where your story can be written and change the course of history. In that place, Southern Wesleyan University. So it's time to wake up. You only have one life to live. Because this is not a drill. This is not about cliches, shallow taglines, or some inspirational quote for you to tweet, snap, pin, or post. No, this is where snooze buttons are frozen, alarm clocks are broken, where feet hit the floor because dreams are now woken. This is it. Awaken your dreams. Awaken your soul. Awaken your purpose. This, Southern Wesleyan University.
A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend. One who believes the recipe for good times calls for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal. Knows just how you like your tea, always has a refill ready, and welcomes every guest with their favorite food made to order. The kind of friend who is always up for trying something new, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together.
There is nothing like March Madness, and there is nothing like basketball in Conference Carolinas. Conference Carolinas basketball is second to none, and this year, the road to March Madness for Conference Carolinas basketball goes through Spartanburg, with the 2020 Basketball Championships scheduled for March 7th and 8th at the first-class Jerry Richardson Indoor Stadium. Visit ConferenceCarolinas.com to learn more. See you in Spartanburg.
The NCCAA mission states, "We serve members by setting association standards, developing communications resources, providing regional and national competition, and partnering in outreach to our communities and the world." Bylaws, eligibility, statistics, and championships are all part of being an athletic association. Our services help propel intercollegiate athletics on and off campus. We intentionally place our student athletes and coaches in Christian service projects during championship events to answer the question, what would Christ do in these communities?
Welcome back to historic Tysinger. And this afternoon's basketball action, we're ready to get the second half ready to go here between the Saints and the Warriors. The Warriors currently lead 33-32 after erasing a 13-point lead by the Saints. Remember, the Warriors lost to the Saints up in Gaffney 83-80. Back in December, would have been during the Christmas break for the Warriors. 83-80, losing in Gaffney here to the Limestone College Saints. The Saints have put up a good effort here in the first half, leading by 13, but now trailing by 1 as we get ready to roll here in second half action. It's going to be Ross, Dunlap, Holmes, Smith, and Harvin on the floor for your Warriors. Lockhart, Diaz, Galliard, Willis, and Prandy for the Saints. So here we go. Second half is underway. A 2-3 zone, very active. Warriors started to figure it out late in the first half. Holmes now with a corner three, good. Largest lead of the afternoon for the Warriors. 19:35 left here, second half action. And the Saints throw it away. And we're going to have a conversation. Looks like a tip ball call from the opposite ref. Coach stays here with the Saints. 15 on the shot clock. Willis off the screen. Prandy comes off now, puts it on the deck, far side. Looks inside to Galliard, nothing there. Diaz goes into the corner. Lockhart, turnaround jumper, bounces around, no good. Dunlap with the defensive board. Here come the Warriors now in secondary transition. This side to Harvin, deep into the corner to Holmes. Back to Harvin, skip it over, back to Dunlap. 18 on the shot clock. Harvin inside to Smith. Cut by Holmes on the baseline. Dunlap knocks down the top of the key three. What a start for the Warriors, who now lead by 7 here early second half action. Warriors staying man to man. They'll switch guard to guard up top. Prandy tries to put it down against Ross, gets bumped off the ball. Gallert is going to pick up a foul or draw a foul. Looks like it's going to go against Clenzo Ross, number 10. That'll be the first of the half, and the first against Ross here in this contest. 1-4 low for the Saints, out of bounds with 20 on the clock. In the Prandy, knocked away by Harvin. Baseline cut, shot no good. Smith with the board. Here come the Warriors now in transition. Inside pass from Harvin to Smith for two. Beautiful look by TJ Harvin. That forces a timeout call by the Saints bench. And with 18 minutes left, we'll take a timeout too. The Warriors lead 41-32 here early in the second half. You're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend. One who believes the recipe for good times calls for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal. Knows just how you like your tea, always has a refill ready, and welcomes every guest with their favorite food made to order. The kind of friend who is always up for trying something new, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together.
Limestone basketball here now. Coming out of the timeout called by the Saints. 18 on the shot clock. Dumped in the Lockhart, low block, far side. Spins, overshoots it, rebound there by Ross. Here comes Ross and the Warriors. Smith all the way into the low block. It's bumped off by his own player. Ross off the deck and good for two. And the foul. Fouls against number 4, Eli Lockhart. He picks up his first, team first. Clemzo Ross able to put it down for the three-point play. The Warriors have extended this to 44-32 lead here in the second half after a one-point lead at the break. Willis to Barnhill. Gets knocked away, but back to Willis. Barnhill to Prandy, short corner. And we've got a stoppage in play and a foul call in the low block. And Solomon Smith going to be called for the pull down in the low block. That'll be his first, team second here in the second half. Prandy now, 1-4 low. Gives it up to Barnhill to Willis. 15 on the shot clock. High pick and roll now comes. Tries to dribble through the double team. 15-footer. Tries to give it off for the pass. And a weak foul call at the rim. Going to come against Cameron Holmes. He picks up the personal team foul number 3. And that's Cam's second. That sends number 15, Eric Valdez, the 6'7" freshman, to the line to shoot two, and he knocks down the first. Knocks down the second. And the Warriors are going to see a little bit of man pressure with a 10-point lead. Dunlap far side. Off the high pick and roll with Smith to Holmes, Smith has a mismatch inside. Smith now high to Ross. Slip screen by Smith. They don't want to see Smith inside, but Dunlap gets to the rim for two regardless. Gallert far side. Willis now puts it on the deck, tries to force his way in, and he draws the foul. Looked to me like he created all the contact, but he draws the foul. And that's going to be Harvin's third, so that'll bring in Jalen Lowry off the bench for the Warriors. Team fourth, 16-19 left here in the contest. Prandy to Gallert. Goes down the lane left side, misses the layup. Here comes Dunlap now, far side off the bounce. High pick and roll, pulls up for the three. That's going to be short. Rebound there by Valdez. Far side now, Willis is going to push it. Galliard in front of his own bench. Back to Willis. Deep three ball, and it's deep. And there's a foul called underneath. Looks like it's going to head down towards the Warriors' way, so it's going to go against the Saints. And that's going to get us to the under 16 media timeout, with the Warriors leading 46-34. You're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
Out of the under 16 timeout, the Warriors lead 46-34 here in historic Tysinger. Remember, the Warriors will be back in action on Wednesday as they travel to Franklin Springs, Georgia, home of the Emmanuel College Lions. Tip-off time 5:30 there in Franklin Springs for the men. Man-to-man now as it's knocked away by the Saints. Here comes Barnhill now up the bounce. Willis to Spriggins. Prandy now far side. Skips it. Now into the corner with Spriggins. He's short on the three and rebounded by Dunlap. And here he comes in transition. He takes it hard to the rim, and it's going to be called on the floor. And that's going to go against Prandy. That's his third after picking up two in the first 2 minutes of the first half. Holmes to Dunlap. See if they can get it all the way around to Lowry in the deep corner. Holmes fakes the pass to the corner, short on the three. Dunlap on the offensive board. Ross now inside high post to Dunlap, to the corner to Lowry. Lowry with the three ball. Holmes able to get it away and put it off the glass for two. Spriggins right here in front of the spectators. Now to Prandy, far side in front of his bench. Barnhill pulls it out, looks for a pick and roll. Prandy now far side, doesn't catch it clean, now dumps it into the post. Valdez spins, goes up, and he draws the foul, and he'll head to the line. He's going to shoot 2. Could be one way for the Saints to get back into this, is to get to the free throw line often. At the 14:30 mark, the Warriors have already picked up 5 here in the second half. 5 team fouls. That's the 3rd foul against Cameron Holmes. And that one goes down for Eric Valdez. Farrell and Davis in for Solomon and Holmes. Solomon Smith and Cameron Holmes head to the bench. That one bounces around and in. Lockhart back in. 2-2-1 pressure by the Saints. Ross to Dunlap. Saints drop off the zone pressure. Now fall back into a 3-2 zone. Baseline pass is picked off. Limestone goes short corner with it. And it's put away for 2 by number 4, Eli Lockhart. Those are the kind of plays that give an opposing team momentum on the road. 10-point lead for the Warriors, 48-38. Into the high post. Warriors obviously trying to go high post into the short corner. Davis puts it on the deck, gets it blocked. Farrell now turns, shoots a 15-footer off the glass and good for 2. I'm not sure he was looking to go off the glass, but he's going to take it. Block extended, gets away with a hold in the block, and he throws it away and turns the ball over to the Warriors. 2-2-1 pressure. It's beat easily here as Davis gets on the block. It's blocked by the Saints, and the Saints able to pick it up and now come in transition. Barnhill forces the action off the glass and good for 2. Back to a 10-point lead for the Warriors. Flash into the high post with Ross. Farrell now looks inside, goes back out to Ross. Ross with a 3-ball, rims around and out. Defensive board there by Lockhart and the Saints. Willis now in transition, and a block call against Clenzo Ross outside of the lane. That'll be foul number 6. Foul number 2 against Clenzo. And he'll head to the bench. TJ Harvin will come back in. 10-point lead here for the Warriors as the Saints enter it underneath their own bucket. Hand off to Willis, 20 on the shot clock. Willis puts it on the deck. Double team comes by the Warriors. Into the deep corner now. Prandy tries to go on the deck. He goes far side with a skip pass. Shot by Spriggins is good for 2. 8-point lead for the Warriors. 20 on the shot clock. Lowry bounce pass out to Dunlap, and there's a foul call. And that goes against the Saints, bumping Dunlap off the dribble. .12:02, so the next dead ball will lead us to the under 12 timeout. Warrior basketball with 20 on the shot clock. Harvin in the deep corner. He brings it out with the right hand. Dunlap, Lowry into the seam with Smith. Holmes takes the 3-ball. Good. Excellent ball reversal by the Warriors, attacking the seam against the zone. Prandy puts it on the deck, drops it off to Lockhart. Lockhart throws one up, and there's a foul called as Limestone went for the rebound. And that's going to go against the Warriors. And Dunlap picks up his third foul. And that could be a costly one. But we'll go to the media timeout under 12 with your Warriors leading 53-42. You're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
There is nothing like March Madness, and there is nothing like basketball in Conference Carolinas. Conference Carolinas basketball is second to none, and this year, the road to March Madness for Conference Carolinas basketball goes through Spartanburg, with the 2020 Basketball Championships scheduled for March 7th and 8th at the first-class Jerry Richardson Indoor Stadium. Visit ConferenceCarolinas.com to learn more. See you in Spartanburg.
A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend, one who believes that good times call for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together.
Out of the under 12 timeout, the Warriors continue to lead, now 53-42. Saints now send number 23, Dylan Spriggins, the senior, up there to shoot two. Knocks down the first. Second one's up and good. The Warriors dribble it up against soft pressure by the Saints. 7 fouls against the Warriors, so every time Limestone will go to the line now. Missed three, ball by Lowry, and here come the Saints in transition. Barnhill to Prandy. Prandy crosses over, gets away with a travel, skips it out to Willis. Willis turns the corner, misses the shot. Solomon Smith with a defensive board. Coach Pascal asking them to pick up the pace. Dunlap now goes to the corner with Holmes. High post to Harvin. Harvin puts it on the deck. Skips it to Lowry. Lowry with a three ball from the corner. It's off. Dunlap with a defensive board. A floater, no good. Smith puts it back up, no good. Prandy with the defensive board. And here come the Saints now in transition. Three ball on its way. And good for the Saints. So the Saints now back just down 6 after getting down 12 early in the second half. Inside to Smith. Smith off the glass and good for 2. Another good pass by T.J. Harvin directly into the low block. So Smith just had to catch, turn, and score. Spriggins dumps it off the Lockhart, off the glass and good for 2. Six-point lead for the Warriors, 9:54 left. Lowry into Smith, out to Dunlap, corner three, good. Lowry gets a hand on it. Spriggins able to hold on to it. Travel call right in front of the ref as he stepped and went. That was Willis. Got called for the travel. The turnover gives the ball back to the Warriors with a fresh 30. Farrell in. Solomon Smith out for the Warriors. Looks like Lockhart out. And Galliard back in. T.J. Harvin this side to Dunlap. It just made a three. Lowry, 14-footer, turns it down. Now inside, Galliard may be able to knock it away. Harvin, corner three, good. Barnhill and Dunlap almost got underneath each other there. Galliard now Up high to Barnhill. Barnhill finds the seam, loses the ball for a second, now skips it far side to Willis. Looked like he was on the line, but they're going to give it to him for 3. Sure looked like he had already stepped on the line as he received it. Harvin now to Farrell. Saints switch it up, go man to man. Lowry with the crossover to the rim, off the glass and good for 2. A nifty move there by Jalen Lowry, who gets the old George Gervin Iceman finger roll off the glass for 2. And now goes to the line to shoot 1. Lowry too hard on that one. And here come the Saints now into the offensive end. 11-point lead for the Warriors, 8:18 left in the contest. Barnhill gets double teamed high. Gets it to Willis, swing it into the corner, and they throw it away on the rotation, trying to dump it into the block. Just threw it over the top and out of play. Substitution's going to bring number 4, Eli Lockhart, back in. The 6'5 sophomore replaces Dylan Spriggans. The senior out of Dickinson, Texas, heads to the bench. Next dead ball leads us to the under 8 media. Then the Warriors take a 3 this side. Good with Dunlap, who just squared up and knocked it down. Cameron Holmes able to get some hands on it there, knock it away, and here come the Warriors in transition. Up to TJ Harvin, far side, 3 ball on its way. Good! And Tysinger is rocking. That's going to lead to a timeout by Limestone, with your Warriors up 17 here in historic Tysinger. You're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend, one who believes that good times call for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together.
When we travel, we expect to be uncomfortable. We long for the security and the comfort of home. But here at Best Western, we focus on providing you with the most ample accommodations imaginable. We want to be your home away from home. Your security and comfort when the road is long. We want to gather and build friendships and families, strengthen community, and sustain athleticism. Here, we celebrate fun, hard work, and enjoy the wonderful world around us. Here, we want your downtime to be just as amazing as your game time. And finally, when
back to the action here, it's the Saints inbounding the ball right in front of their own bench. 20 on the shot clock and a foul called. Looks like against Cameron Holmes. That is likely his 4th foul. Actually going to go against TJ Harvin. That's his 4th. He'll head to the bench. And that brings in Clemso Ross. As Willis heads to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Knocks down the first. Now the Warriors have 8 fouls. So everything's at least a 1 and 1. 2 more fouls, and then they'll head to the line to shoot 2. rest of the way. That one's good. (69-54), 7:15 left. Far side to Lowry for the three ball, good. Great setup there by Clenzo Ross, who penetrates the seam, kicks it far side to the corner. Right on the hands. And a slam there by number 4, Eli Lockhart. Dunlap picks up the foul as he dribbles the seam. He'll go to the line now and shoot 101. Must be the next one. They'll head to the line and shoot 101. So it's ball underneath for the Warriors. Right inside to Farrell. It gets knocked away. And here comes Barnhill and the Saints. And he puts it off the glass and good for 2. And each time it looks like the Warriors are about to blow the Saints out. The Saints make a little mini run and stay within touch. Backdoor cut by Lowry off the glass and good for 2. Good pass there by Ternard Farrell to set up Lowry for the backdoor cut 2. Foul underneath is going to go against Farrell. And that'll send number 4, Eli Lockhart, to the line to shoot 1-1. Off the back rim, no good, and that's going to go against the Saints as number 24, Ben Gaylor, clearly over the back on that rebound. That's going to send number 2, Cameron Holmes, the senior out of Fort Mill, South Carolina, to the line at the other end. Shooting 1-1, and that one bounces out, and Gaylor now gets the rebound. And we exchange fouls, and we're just going to walk back and forth. And everybody's going to get steps in. So that one goes against Ternard Farrell. That's his 4th, team 10th. So now the Warriors going to give the Saints 2 shots every time they foul them. Here with 6:02 left. Gaylor knocks down the first. And the second is good for Gaylor and the Saints. 14-point lead for the Warriors. The Saints continue to stick around here. Lowry into the corner for Holmes. Holmes fires one. That one's deep. Farrell dumps it out. And that's going to be an over and back call against, actually he doesn't get it as Ross plays it off and allows the Saints to get to it. And then they get the defensive rebound on the shot attempt by the Saints. Farrell at the foul line. Long on the shot. Here comes Willis as he pushes tempo. Turns down the 3, gives it up, and Farrell is going to end up heading to the bench with his 5th foul at the 5:11 mark. And that'll send Lockhart to the line to shoot 2 shots for the Saints. So Solomon Smith in for Farrell. Lockhart will step to the line. He's going to shoot 2. First one rattles around and out. That one rattles around and in. 74-61. Just at 5 minutes left here, second half action. Into Lowry. He dribbles it out. Looks back inside to Smith. Smith out to Ross. Ross fakes it. Bounce passes into the corner, and it's going to be off the Saints and out of play. 4:51 left. 10 on the shot clock for the Warriors. Dunlap with the high screen. Extra pass to Lowry, and a three ball in the corner for the Warriors. Just great execution by Southern Wesleyan as Holmes able to take that one away. And an alley-oop to Clenzo Ross. And the Warriors extend this lead to 18. That one's off. Ross now brings it down, and the Warriors have been excellent from behind the arc here in the second half. Dribble entry here for the Warriors. Cam now left side. Corner three for Ross, and the Warriors no good. And here comes Prandy to Willis. Willis keeps his dribble. Fires one up, no good. Rebound by Lockhart, good for two. Next dead ball, give us the under 4 timeout. 1-3-1 extended by Limestone. Here to Lowry. Warriors just need a good offensive set here, not fall in love with threes. Short corner shot, short. And that one's going to go off and out of bounds. That'll lead us to the media timeout. Under 4 media timeout with your Warriors leading 79-63. You're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
When we travel, we expect to be uncomfortable. We long for the security and the comfort of home. But here at Best Western, we focus on providing you with the most ample accommodations imaginable. We want to be your home away from home. Your security and comfort when the road is long. We want to gather and build friendships and families, strengthen community, and sustain athleticism. Here, we celebrate fun, hard work, and enjoy the wonderful world around us. Here, we want your downtime to be just as amazing as your game time. And finally, when it's time to leave, we hope you'll want to stay.
Out of the media timeout, the Warriors break this one open. It's now 79-63 with just outstanding extra passes to open guys at the three-point line. Saints now with the ball. Need to make something happen in a hurry now. Backdoor cut, knocked away. Here comes Lowry and the Warriors in transition. Holmes too hard off the backboard. Willis with the defensive board. Willard pushes it hard. Galliard now back to Barnhill to Willis. 4 out, 1 in, offensive set. That's taken away easily by Clenzo Ross. Warriors really need to settle down and just run some clock and get this game over with. No need to really shoot balls early in a shot clock. Coach Pascal not happy with that series. Galliard back to Willis. Far side now. Lockhart looks inside, nothing there. He'll step back now, shoot the three with 14 on the shot clock. Dunlap with the one-handed rebound, and he's going to walk it up. Up 16. 2:15 left in the contest for the Warriors. Remember, the Warriors will be back in action on Wednesday on the road at Franklin Springs, Georgia, home of the Emmanuel College Lions. Lowry with 5 on the clock, shoots a 3, no good. Rebound there by Dunlap. And back out to Lowry, and the Warriors content to run clock with the new 20 on the shot clock. Inside to Smith. Too hard off the back rim. Somehow he got a foot on it. And an inadvertent whistle, as one of the refs did not think that the ball hit the rim. It did, so it'll be Warrior basketball. Looks like it'll still be with 19 on the shot clock. Be underneath their own basket. Harvin in, Ross out for the Warriors. Inbounded to Harvin, far side now to Dunlap. Dunlap to Lowry. Lowry can't catch it clean, so he puts it on the deck. Goes inside to Smith on a nice pass. And all Smith has to do is catch it and put it through the hoop. Willis now. Dribbles high, off the glass, too hard, no good. Lowry there with the defensive board. 1:20 left, and this one is in the bag for the Warriors. Just need to run clock and have no fouls on the defensive end. So the Warriors are going to improve to 13-9 overall, 9-5 in conference play, and whether, depending on other teams, they'll be either tied for first or in second. Spriggins, far side now. Barnhill puts it on the floor. Spriggins now top of the key, gets away with a travel. Shot in the short corner, no good, and Holmes with a defensive board. One more shot clock here to get through, and the Warriors receiving some ovation from the crowd here in historic Tysinger. Dunlap puts it on the floor, spins, goes up, rolls one in. And it's a 20-point lead now for the Warriors. The Saints look to dribble it out, and that's going to do it. 83-63, the Warriors pull this one out after trailing early in the first half by 13. The Warriors win by 20 right here in historic Tysinger. Remember, your Warriors will be back in action Wednesday on the road in Franklin Springs as they take on Emmanuel College. Women tip off 5:30, 7:30 for the men. We've enjoyed having you here, listen and watch. Again, the Warriors win. And you've been listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
When we travel, we expect to be uncomfortable. We long for the security and the comfort of home. But here at Best Western, we focus on providing you with the most ample accommodations imaginable. We want to be your home away from home. Your security and comfort when the road is long. We want to gather and build friendships and families, strengthen community and sustain athleticism. Here, we celebrate fun, hard work, and enjoy the wonderful world around us. Here, we want your downtime to be just as amazing as your game time. And finally, when it's time to leave, we hope you'll want to stay.